everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to dig into NikkieTutorials and Beauty Bay, their new collab. I did order this on the first day that you could, and it came quite quickly, as Beauty Bay, I'm pretty sure, is native to London, or at least the UK somewhere. And it came beautifully packaged. There was definitely enough like cushion and stuff, and the palette itself is wrapped in bubble wrap, which I always truly appreciate because shadows and shipping don't usually mix. What is cool, and I know Nikki mentioned this, is that it comes with a little card that tells you how you can apply the shade best. All of them have the brush symbol, but some of them also have a little finger symbol, and I think that's probably mainly for shimmers, that kind of thing, because when shimmers are applied with your finger, they just become so beautiful. So the palette does have two sides here, a darker side and a lighter side. Let me remove that plastic for you. And these shades are just beautiful. One mirror is not as zoomed in, the other one is. I believe it's just kind of a standard mirror on the light side, and I'm not sure the magnification on the other one, but definitely maybe 2-3 times. But yeah, we have a beautiful color story here. I know there was some dramas about if maybe this color story was taken from another palette, but you know, how many color stories can you have? Hi, Miko. Meows. But yeah, today I just want to play with this. I am going to insert some swatches, and if I can find any sort of kind of dupes for this, I'm not super sure how many that I'll have, and especially for some of these mattes. I mean, I don't have like a bright neon yellow kind of color. Yeah, a lot of these I don't know if I actually own, which is why I wanted to buy the palette and to support Nikki, of course. So yeah, I'm excited to play with her and see what we can create today. No, the packaging is super sturdy. Like, I would feel very confident traveling with this. It's very nicely heavy weighted. So yeah, I'm impressed. I did get this for $30. That's all it was. There wasn't any additional costs or fees or anything. So to get, what do we have here? 20 shadows for 30 bucks. I think that's very decently priced. So yeah, let's jump in and see what we can create today. First though, let me show you some of those swatches that I said I would, and see if I came up with any dupes from maybe Juvia's Place or something like that. Perhaps I found some. We'll see what I'm able to come up with.
So here are all of the shades within the palette. I really love all of the shimmers, but there are some really beautiful mattes in here as well that I don't actually really have in my collection. So first up, we have Redemption, which is a bit more of a bright kind of neon orange compared to what I could find. Soul from the Aurora Alter Ego palette is kind of close, but still Redemption is a bit brighter. Then Blend and Snap, I actually kind of had a pretty close, like straight up dupe here for Dollface from the Rose Gold palette from Huda Beauty. Pretty much a pink straight up. Then you have Ivy, and that's a really just kind of basic shimmer shade. If you have anything that is kind of a white shimmery shade, you probably are able to kind of just use that. Slasher is a really beautiful kind of eggplanty, just stunning kind of plum shade. I love this shade. And a couple of dupes I kind of found. Then 5 a.m. is kind of this grungier brown, a little bit more cool-toned brown, which I did enjoy, but I didn't really find an exact dupe for either. Then we have Roxy Catan, which is a bit more kind of with this gold reflect. I found kind of more of an undertone of gold with, you know, pink glitter, but I couldn't really find anything exactly like that. Then Vla. I had nothing as bright as Vla. These are kind of the other yellows that I have within kind of my collection, but Vla truly is this really kind of bright shade. It is a little bit difficult to work with. Then Mikai is just a really true red shade, and actually just was such a great shade to swatch. I haven't played with it on the eyes yet, though. Then we have Mila. Mila? Yeah, should just be Mila. Some pretty close looking ones there, but Mila was a bit more of kind of this camel-y color than what I had in my collection. Then Underground, I really couldn't find an exact dupe for this. It really has a nice blend of kind of this gray taupiness, and I really just had more of True Silver or more Too Pink. Then Plot Twist, I don't have anything that is this blue. It doesn't even look blue compared to these other shades here, but it is a very, very light blue, like lighter than Cinderella blue. Then we have Aura, which I feel like all of these shades really you could use. Aura has a bit more of kind of the sparkle and the shine of more of like a gold base, but still very similar. Then Basic Truth, you can't even really see it on my skin tone there, but Basic Truth looks a little bit more pinky peachy compared to the other ones that I was able to find in my collection. Now, this is my favorite shade, probably within the palette, all in, just stunning. I don't have anything like this, but I kind of tried to find some things that were a little bit more duochrome-y like it, but I don't have anything like it. Then Ew, I really don't have anything quite like Ew either. Too blue or too green is really what I have, so I'm excited to be able to work in with that kind of newer shade for me. Then also Pride. I don't have anything as bright and as dazzling as Pride, but the Dawn from the Alter Ego Aurora palette is actually quite similar. It has the kind of that blue reflect, but just not as bright in overall. Zomer, I didn't really have anything exactly like it, but I think you could get kind of a very similar look with some of these other kind of more brighter, kind of orangey peachy shades. Then Mama Tutorials. I think the Warrior 3 with that Congo color is really, really close. Just a little bit deeper. Not as bright of kind of a shine when the light hits it, but still stunning. Then Amsterdam, I used this today with an eye look, and it was really, really fun. Very pretty. Not the easiest to work with, and sorry this picture is kind of trash, but, you know, hopefully you get the idea. And then lastly, Mr. Tutorials. Nothing exactly like it, but I do have a lot that kind of play within that kind of grungier gold tone. So if you have any of these, they probably could work pretty similarly.
All right, so I am freshly out of the shower, as you can see, but I'm going to go in and prime my lids just with some Milani eyeshadow primer. I know Nikki is a big fan of the P. Louise base, so if you got that, take advantage of that. Someday I'll buy some and try that for myself as well. So today I'm not super sure what I want to do. I do think I want to use this neon yellow. Just packing that on, I think in the inner corner would be super fun. But some of these shimmers just look so super stunning in how they play. Oh my. Pride, which I know is kind of this duochrome shade because she wanted one to represent the trans flag, so it's kind of like this pinky into blue duochrome. Stunning. Underground is this beautiful kind of like, I don't know, slightly brown, slightly goldish toned here. And sorry, Miko is being distracted. It's kind of this slightly kind of cooler taupey sparkly shade. That's very pretty and wearable. Then we have All In, ooh, which is also super stunning. Why are all these shades so pretty? I love all of them. I really do. You know, where do I go today? What kind of look do I look at? Miko? Boy, oh boy, is Miko being distracting. I feel like he's trying to get into places that he doesn't belong. Yeah, these shades, these shimmers look beautiful. I think, have like a Zoom call today, so perhaps I'll do something a little bit more neutrally. I don't know, but I really want to play with the color because the color is so pretty. This All In shade is, I think, maybe a trichrome. It is just kicking with beautiful color. I'm just astounded by the color and the reflex within this shade, and I think it's going to just need to be on my eyeballs today. So let me first go in with kind of just a fluffy crease brush here. All right, so let me first jump into Basic Truth. I did watch her video, but I certainly don't remember how to accurately pronounce this. And I guess I can try holding up the palette and see how easy it is to use and hold. Because the one thing that I don't particularly love about palettes like this is if it's super heavy and holding it a long time. I know. Here I am, a girl who enjoys her workouts, and I'm like, but I don't want to hold a palette because it can hurt my arm. Yeah, I know. Some hypocrisy right there. All right, so we've just kind of added in a bit of that kind of neutrally matte toned. It is pretty much my skin tone. So I'm assuming that's kind of the point of that shade. Obviously, if you're deeper complected, it will not be. But she does have some other pretty kind of deeper matte shades as well. So then from there, I feel like I just have to swatch this all in color again so I can see the beautiful reflex of what I want to build up. Because it's got like green and pink. It's almost giving me like fairy unicorn vibe feels. So I think I perhaps want to go into the pinks and the purples of this and then see what we go from there. So let's go into blend and snap on the same brush and just kind of take that more, not right into the crease, but into our transition area and blend in some of that pinky color. Beautiful, super easy to blend. I certainly didn't feel like I had any issues with that. It does make me wonder, do I want to put anything kind of out here in this outer area to blend it out a little more? I don't really know. Perhaps I might take a little of the Vla color, which is that bright kind of neon yellow, and just have that come out just a little bit in that edge. I've been really loving yellow kind of out there in that placement, just because I do think I'm going to want to put that right in the inner corner space because it is just so much fun and I love a bright pop like that. I also think we will be doing a cut crease today because Miss Nikki is the queen of cut creases. She's just the queen of everything. I mean, man, do her eyeshadow looks just make you stunned. I mean, she is just so talented. It's amazing. All right. So now I think I want to go into Slasher, which is this deeper kind of purple shade, and we'll go into the other side of the mirror, which is more up close, definitely, which is nice. I gotta tweeze my brows. So there's that. But let me pop into Slasher and deepen that crease up real good. Now when blending through with the purple, I saw a lot of the pink kind of just fade away. So we're definitely gonna have to go back in to blend and snap, and add that pink back in. Go back into Vla, re-intensify that outer portion as well. And I think I'll probably pack on a little bit more Slasher. All right, so I'm not gonna go super deep with anything anymore, but I am going to now go in and cut my crease, probably just halfway. So I'm gonna go in with some concealer and just kind of carve out this whole area with the concealer, probably to about here, and just so that we have a super kind of blank canvas so we can add on some of that bright yellow and that super pretty shimmer shade. All right, so definitely not the most perfect cut crease, but she will do. I want to go into this beautiful all-in shade, and I'm telling you, I'm surprised this one's my favorite, but I think this is probably my favorite in the whole palette. And I'm just going to pack that all over the lid space, but leave a little bit in the inner corner because that's where we are going to pack on some of that bright yellow shade. Stunning. Would I have bought this entire palette for this one shade? I just can't get over how beautiful that is. I did put a lot on my finger, but and I just swiped on more on my under eye. But I definitely would recommend doing your base after these because bright, and very, very pigmented. And most of the fallout I've gotten though is just from the shimmer, but that was also kind of my fault. So now I'm gonna go in and add that bright Vla color. All right, so I've packed on that yellow. Now I wanna go over it with the same shade, All In. All In might be helped by using a glitter primer or glitter glue, just because it is a bit flaky, but it's stunning. Now I do think I want to go in and add more of Vla into my outer crease area and kind of bring it in a bit more over the pink to try to have it tie in a little bit better. Ooh, super fun, super pretty. So I am going to put on the rest of my face makeup and I will bring you back in for the lower lash line. All right, everybody, I've put on pretty much the rest of my face, left off the lip, but let's kind of go into the lower lash line, and I don't think it needs much. We have a lot going on up top, but I do think I want to take the purple and kind of smudge that all down within this area. First, just right within that lash line. And then I do want to blend that out with some of the pink Blend and Snap. And then what to do right within that innermost corner. We're going to go into Vla. I like that a lot. Now, I need mascara, but we can do our lip real quick. I think I'm going to go into this Revlon. It's not as purpley as I would like, though. I do have this pretty kind of glittery gloss, too, from Almay, but I think I do want to just add a little bit of this first to kind of get my lips a bit more pinky. So let's just go over it with a deeper gloss. It's still pretty, but let me add that mascara because she will be the crowning glory. All right, everybody, and here is the completed look. We got our lashes going. We got a little bit of a pinky lip. I probably would have liked a bit more purple deepness in my lip, but I will take it. I just love this shade, this shimmer shade, All In. I just cannot tell you how stunning this shade is because I doubt the camera will be able to pick up on the reflex that the shade contains, but it's pinky, kind of neutrally yellowy, greeny beautifulness. It's just stunning, and when you layer it over shades, you can obviously get the different dimensions of the shade coming through. We have a bit more of the purple on this outer portion. We cut the crease, added some yellow, and kind of have more of that greeny yellow vibe coming through. Then wanted to play off a bit of the yellow to kind of have that contrast. I just think it's so much fun. Fairy kind of vibes, unicorn, just fun. And I think that's a lot of what Nikki tries to do in her looks. She is stunning, but she just has fun with makeup, and I think that's what is so important. I'm going to try to do a couple other looks with this palette this week. I would love to do some more kind of just neutral shades because she has some very beautiful neutral shimmers in here. I think you could just do some really pretty very wearable looks. I mean, I would probably still go out with this. Won't go lie, like, this is not that extreme to me. But I do think, obviously, if you did something like this, but with more neutral tones, then it's even more wearable. So to each his own. Music. To each his own. Makeup is just for fun. Well, thank you so much for being here. I had so much fun playing with this palette. I definitely think if you're able to get it, I think there's a restock coming up. Grab it. $30, well worth the money. All right, everybody. Thank you again for being here, and wherever you are or whatever you may be doing, I hope you are able to do something you love every single day. All right, see you on the next one. Bye.